In a world overflowing with ideas, one man believed that collecting ideas was more important than searching for answers. This is the story of Ben Silbermann. Born in Illinois in 1982 to a bunch of curious doctors that encourage curiosity just in general, Ben wasn't your typical Silicon Valley founder. Actually, he wasn't even a coder by training. Instead, what Ben did was he studied political science when he attended Yale. But one thing was always intact within Ben. It was maintaining a collector's mindset. Ben collected bugs, stamps, and baseball cards during his spare time. That's what he really enjoyed being a collector. In fact, just after finishing his degree in Yale, Ben decided before starting his own thing, he needed to gain some experience and he wanted to work at a large company. This is where he started in a small position at Google support. Well, despite starting at Google support and getting a decent pay at the time, Ben knew something was up, something was really missing. So this is where the journey began and Ben decided to go and search for what was missing. Ben was famous for quoting, "I'm not an engineer or a designer. I just want to create something people love." So just 1 year after working in Google support, Ben decided to leave and start off his own thing. This is where Ben sort of started taking freelance projects in designing iPhone apps. However, despite getting a couple of projects at the time, nothing really worked or gained the attraction he required. So he really failed to launch within his first year. It was during this time that Ben met up and decided to start working with Evan Sharp. Well, initially their product idea was a shopping app. However, since nobody really cared for it and they garnered no attraction almost at all, they decided to come up with a pinboard product that was named Tote. Well, let's see how it worked. It was during the brainstorming session between Ben and Evan where the idea came up of what if there was a virtual pinboard for people to save the things they love. Well, it was with this idea that Pinterest was born. And quietly but shortly, it was launched in 2010. No massive marketing or any tech buzz at the time, but it garnered a small yet passionate fan base in a short period of time. And word of mouth spread like fire about how great the product was. And just a year afterwards, Ben, to get a better understanding of the product, was hosting meetings and replying to emails himself to get an overall better understanding on how to improve the product and to just make it better for the future. Well, through Ben's hard work, in 2012, Pinterest became the fastest growing website in history at the time. And despite certain critics calling it a website for wedding planners, the company continued to grow. And by 2019, its estimated valuation came up to $19 billion. So what can young tech entrepreneurs take from Ben and his story? Well, in a startup, having a unique idea isn't enough. Instead, what really matters is hard work, dedication, and personal care. And it's with this personal care that you're able to build a customer base in the long run when it matters. The purpose of this video is to inspire the future tech entrepreneurs by providing them with the necessary information and know-how on how to make their dreams and aspirations come true. Stay tuned for the next series of videos. Thank you.